movie at 9 p.m. I'm almost ready and he texts to ask if we could see a later movie about an hour later. The one he wants to see instead of the one I suggested. I said sure. An hour later I pull up to the movies and he calls me to tell me he's running behind. But he'll be there soon. 5 to 10 minutes passes and he calls and asks where I am. I'm like, at the movies? He proceeds to explain things that aren't around me and I realize fairly quickly he's at the wrong theater. He asks if we can both meet at another theater in the middle of the two and gives me an address via GPS. I say sure and drive over. I message him here and he says, okay, I'm a little bit behind you, but I'll call you when I'm there. Again, I'm like, okay, how? But okay. 10 minutes passes and he calls me and asks where I am while he explains where he is. And once again, he's at the wrong theater. So basically, I had gotten out of a toxic relationship and spent 3 years working on me. Single. I'm not much of a date person, so when my friends pushed for me to download Hinge, I was reluctant for about a year. Finally, I figured, fuck it, what's the worst that could happen? So after a week or so, I matched with this guy and we started chatting. After about 3 months of talking, we finally meet at the same party that we realized we were both separately invited to. And the vibe was great. It was dark in there and we were both with our own friends, so we only had about half an hour together to really chat at the party. So we agreed to a real first date soon. Fast forward about 3 weeks or so, and he invites me to a movie. Stop doing the movies. I figure, cool, chill, easy, fine. We decide to meet for a movie at 9 p.m. I'm almost ready and he texts to ask if we could see a later movie about an hour later. The one he wants to see instead of the one I suggested. I said sure. An hour later I pull up to the movies and he calls me to tell me he's running behind. But he'll be there soon. 5 to 10 minutes passes and he calls and asks where I am. I'm like, at the movies? He proceeds to explain things that aren't around me and I realize fairly quickly he's at the wrong theater. He asks if we can both meet at another theater in the middle. After this, the date's done for me. It's already, 10 p.m., you're at the wrong theater, and now you're like, let's meet at a different theater? I'm going home. It's too late, first of all. I'm not going to another theater. You get one theater out of me. If it's the wrong theater, well, better luck next time. He asks if we can both meet at another theater in the middle of the two and gives me an address via GPS. I say sure and drive over. You're too nice. That's way too nice. I message him here and he says, okay, I'm a little bit behind you, but I'll call you when I'm there. Again, I'm like, okay, how? But okay. 10 minutes passes and he calls me and asks where I am while he explains where he is. And once again, he's at the wrong theater. At this point, we're not meant to be. If your IQ isn't high enough for us to even get to the same location, we have no business dating. At this point, I'm like, it's fine. I'm gonna just go home. It's late, the movie started 20 minutes ago. By the time you get there, it'll be too late. He pushes and pleads, so I reluctantly wait? Why? For what? What are you waiting for? It's done. He texts he's here, and he parks and jumps in my car holding a Mountain Dew bottle with what looked like a mouthful of dark-colored liquid. He looks at me and goes, want some? Take a shot. I say, no thank you. At this moment, I realize he definitely looks like he's very intoxicated. High and hasn't showered or slept, like he's been trapping all day or some shit. For context, he was wearing a durag with his hood on. There was lint all over his sweater and in his beard, crust in the corners of his mouth and his eyes. Crust in the corners of his mouth and eyes. His pants looked way too small, were almost at his kneecaps, and his boxers were hanging out completely. His face was terribly unshaven, and he was wearing a side bag across his chest. Oh, and Crocs. You pretty much described a crackhead. All he knows was the bag of candy I had bought for us. This is crackhead behavior. He grabs it and rips it open, dropping some between his seat, and starts digging his whole hand and finger to the bottom of the bag. Grabbing a few, he shoves in his mouth like a hungry homeless person, and presses the button for the window, and proceeds to throw the ones out he doesn't like out the window. You gotta kick this guy out. This is beyond. He presses the button for the window and proceeds to throw the ones out he doesn't like out of the window. At this point, I scan for a hidden camera thinking I'm on a TV show. I'm ready to go. I say, hey, it's kind of late for a movie now. Maybe we should just reschedule? He says, nah, we see this movie. He says, nah, we see in this movie. I explain that the movie theater is actually closed now since it's 11:30 p.m. And he goes, nah, they're letting me in. He goes, nah, they're letting me in, and jumps out. He proceeds to bang on the 4 glass doors of the theater for 2 whole minutes until a shocked-looking employee comes to tell him they're closed. He comes back to the car, kisses his teeth, and says, why don't we just hit a bar? I said, no, I'm tired, thank you though. He goes, okay, let's go to your crib then. I said, no. Finally, after declining a bunch of times and expressing how tired I was, he finally got out and left. I texted him the next day to tell him I wasn't interested, but I wished him nothing but the best. He was extremely rude, told me off and called me names and blocked me. A month later, he unblocked me and still to this day won't stop messaging me and apologizing. I have been ignoring him and I may have to block him now. May have to? This should have been blocked while he was in your vehicle. Haven't gone on another date yet. I will say get back out there. Do not use this as why you don't go on another date, because this might be the worst yet. This is a full-blown alcoholic crackhead that you had in your whip. And especially as you mentioned, before dating him, you just came out of a 3-year toxic relationship. I get the numbers don't seem in your favor right now. I understand. I will say you had ample opportunity for you to end this. Once you realize he's at the wrong theater the first time, you're nicer than me. You even gave him a chance to go another one. But when he was at the wrong theater the second time, you have to go home. There is no reluctantly waiting. It's done. Everything after that is on you. If someone can't find you on 2 attempts, you're not meant to cross paths with each other. That's a sign from God.
Yo, this girl is just too nice for her own good. You're telling me you guys planned a movie date and my dude showed up at the wrong movie theater. And now though it's like late at night and he's like, you know, apologizing and all, and he's trying to like make it up, like going to another movie theater. Like, god damn, time is running. Hell no. Like, you guys might as well just reschedule this for the next day because it's getting too late. And what are the likelihood that doesn't even show up to the second movie theater, bro? He shows up to the wrong one too. Like, they should have told you everything you needed to know. Either this guy is mentally slow or there's just something wrong with him easily. Like, I mean, I can get the first part. Like, maybe he made an honest mistake. The GPS made a mistake, you know, took him to the wrong one. Sure, fine. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But come on, bro. And then you don't show up to the right one the second time. Like, what is this? This is all in one night. You know what she should have done? She should have just talked to him on the phone. And then she would have been able to tell if he's talking properly, forming proper sentences, or his ass is drunk. Because, yeah, he showed up drunk ass shit. He's probably on drugs, probably on whatever. He looked like a homeless. Between a homeless guy and a trap man. Bro got them Crocs. He got the little sling bait. He got a do-rag. Like, come on, bro. This is halfway between a crackhead and a homeless guy. It's like, and a drunk dude. Like, you know what I mean? He got all them characters in one, bro. That's insane. And poor ass you just are standing there going through all of. He's in there in the car eating your candy. Matter of fact, you should be eating those candy because this is a stressful situation. Come on, the date's ruined, right? Your mood is probably ruined. The time is running. Like, and all you got out of this is that little candy you bought yourself. And now my guy is digging in with his dirty ass hands and he's spilling it everywhere. It's like, damn. And on top of that, he's just making a fool out of himself, and he's embarrassing you too because he thinks they're gonna let him in the movie even though it's late. He goes knocking in on the window and the workers tell him they're closed or whatever. And I'm surprised you didn't block him after this. Like, you had the audacity to still go home and send him a message to tell him, like, you know, you're not gonna be seeing him again or whatever. Like, damn, you're a little bit dense in the head as well. Like, you should have blocked him immediately. You're just too nice for your own good, you know. And my guy here had the audacity to block her after disrespecting her like this. He wanted to make it known that he's the first person to block her before he gets blocked. And then he unblocks her and then he keeps messaging her till today. Damn, bro. What kind of man is this? You know, sometimes I feel the women. I ain't gonna lie. You know, like, men give women a hard time. Just like this man right here, bro. You know, you got women out there who are actually willing to go out on a date with you, man. And you guys, this is how you guys act, eh? You guys act worse than children. Let me tell you that. Children actually even behave way better than this. This guy even acts way worse than a homeless person, bro. Than a crackhead. Even crackheads, bro, don't even reach his level, bro. I don't even know what he is, but anyways, yeah. Let me know what y'all thought about this.
I want to hear your best pickup line. I want it to work for me.
Let him cook.
What has 182 teeth but holds back a monster?
Let him cook.
What?
I said let him cook.
My zipper.
Hey, I'm in the basement because I don't want my family to hear me. But my uncle, he just came over. It's his birthday. He's 63 years old. He said, man, this woman just got me for $1,000-something. I was like, I heard that. You know, my ears perk up. You know, I like to shop, bitch. I said, wait a minute, Uncle Tim. Wait. What was the script? What exactly did my good sister say to you to get that money from up out of your wallet? Please, my uncle, please tell me what this beautiful woman said. You should have seen this man's face. My uncle sitting there like, oh, she got me, man. She got me for all my goddamn. Oh, so he said, we went to the mall. We was about to see a movie, but we went there a little early. And so we had time to browse and look around and shit like that, okay? I said, okay, and what else did she do, Unc? Cause quit playing. Okay, cause I'm trying to hear. Come on. He said, we walk around the store. She said, can I go look at the blouses? He said, yeah, go ahead, go look at the blouses. She go look at the blouses. She get all the blouses and get, a couple of blouses. And they get in line. And she was about to pay. And then my uncle was like, you know what? I'll get you a couple blouses. I'll get that for you. She said, oh, really? You'll do that for me? And then she went back and got the rest of the store and put it on the counter. She went to the store. Listen, my uncle up there, he's sitting up there, wallet empty, upset. Me, personally, thank you, sister. Good job. Because you're helping out your younger sister on the other side of the family. You don't know me, but I know you.
Yo, Unc, you don't even have any reason to complain. You did this to yourself. You were the one that offered, bro. I thought the woman ripped you off or some shit. I thought, you went out, whatever. She ordered a bunch of shit and she just, left it there or some shit. You know what I mean? I thought she actually hustled you, bro. But at this point, you were the one who offered. Who told you to offer? Why are you acting like you're rich like that? She out here shopping, he's offering to pay you, and dude, she goes and gets a whole wardrobe. She goes and gets a whole store. Damn, I would have actually made it known. I would have been like, listen, I'm only gonna pay for these 3 items, And she's like, oh, I'll be right back. Bro, I'm paying for those 3 items. I'm gonna tell her I'm gonna wait for you outside. So whatever you're coming out with, make sure you're gonna cover that yourself, because I ain't gonna be there. If you're gonna rob the store, do it at your own terms. I ain't gonna be there. When the security guard is chasing you down to return all the stuff you've been stealing and all that, I ain't gonna be with you. I'm gonna be outside close to my car so I can get in and dip, right? But I mean, poor uncle, man. Damn, this is what happened. He trying to be nice and shit, and she had that little act, all sweet and all that, and he ended up paying all of it. Damn. Unc had to spend his retirement money right there. That's rough. But he did it to himself, man. Come on. And yo, this is a devious little niece right here, yo. She's already getting plans of her own. She about to extort somebody else's uncle.
If I see that a girl has a boyfriend, I will not talk to her. But if the boyfriend acting like nobody can take my bitch, are you challenging me? Everybody bitch could get took. Even my bitch. That's why I don't gotta pay that.
Yo, no, for real though, that's facts, bro. If you know she's intentionally dating, bro, don't be trying to make move, bro. Don't be trying to destroy her relationship like that. But if her man's all cocky like this, acting like, nobody can snatch her from his fingers, then yeah, bro, you gotta apply pressure, man. Come on.
Tell me why I just found my mom on OF. I just found my mother, the woman that gave birth to me, on only, the one. No, actually, pause. Hold on, pause. No, I didn't find her. My ex found her and then sent me this big paragraph about my hoe-ass mom being on OF. And guys, my mom is a bop. My bop-ass mom has an OF page. And then also tell me why I also found her hidden, that she didn't hide very well, TikTok, okay, and Instagram, and tell me why this woman that gave birth to me is about to surpass me on TikTok, bro. She's doing better than I am. She gets more engagement, more views, more likes. She's almost about to have more followers than me. And she's a bop. My mom's a bop.
Why are you shocked? This is 2025. This is what the world has come to, Your mama gotta pay the bills. Who do you think is paying for your car insurance, your school fees, your groceries? Who do you think is paying for that? And how do you think they're paying that? Yeah, if they're staying at home all the time, how do you think they're paying all of that? Yeah, of course, definitely. Yeah. I'm surprised it took you this long to find out. Yeah, Damn. Now I wonder what her husband has to say about this. What this girl's father has to say all about this, man. He probably is the one shooting her content anyways. But yo, that's crazy, bro. Her ex is the one that like came across. How the hell did that ex find that account, bro? And I bet you anything that ex is also paying a monthly fees on the mom's account, bro. OF account.
I hate a nonchalant nigga. Like, bitch, show emotions, ho. That's what make me be crazy, because I be trying to get a reaction out of you, because why are you trying to act so reactionless? You know what I'm trying to say. Like, gosh, show me you care. All that type shit. Well, yeah, it's cool. For sure. Nigga, you better be like, babe! Babe! Please, 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 please. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. That's what I need. What the fuck is that type shit? No. Tell me you love me. Beg for me on your motherfucker. Damn, I got food on. Hold on, y'all. I'm eating cans right now. And my nose watering. That's ghetto. Oh! I'm sorry. ADHD. Anyways, yeah.
Yo, but you know what's so funny though? The type of man that you want, the ones who are like emotional and crying for you and all that, like how they did back in the days. These are the type of men you're not gonna take back. You guys just like that energy. You like that effort they be putting, you know? You like the feeling of the man just in his knees, tears flowing down the side of his cheeks, crying for you, begging you to take him. You guys just like that. You like to see him miserable like that. Because most cases, yo, these women don't take him back. Come on. Most of the time, they don't. You know? They just enjoy seeing him like that. Let me tell you that. If you think I'm wrong, okay, go next. Go to your ex right now with flowers and on your knees outside of her window in the middle of the night and start crying, professing your love. Tell me if she gonna take your ass back. She gonna call the cops. You gonna end up in prison, bro. Yeah, you're gonna be disturbing peace, disturbing the neighborhood. Go try it. Yeah, be my guest. But I'm gonna tell you right now, that shit don't work, bro. It don't. Trust me, bro. Romance is dead.
Living in Poland is crazy, bro, because you would just be like walking down the street in Warsaw and you just casually look to your right and you're like, holy shit, like that's like actually a supermodel. And then your boy who's from Poland is like, oh no, like she's mid. What? It's one of those things, man. It's like privilege is invisible to those who have it. You got like regular everyday dudes with girlfriends, 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. They have no idea just because they're just so used to what's around them. Like I said, privilege is invisible to those who have it. Shout out to Poland.
Boom, sold. You already sold me, sir. Now I'm already purchasing my ticket. Yes, okay, Poland. Where are we going? We're in Poland. Damn. So the next flight is leaving in 8 hours, eh? Oh, I guess I'm gonna hop on that. Yeah, I guess I should hop on that, eh? How much should I take? I think a backpack should be good for a week, shouldn't it? Yeah, I think I'll be good. Yeah. Let me use this credit card. Let me purchase this ticket right away. I'm gonna be up in Poland, bro. Poland, you're gonna see me tomorrow.
I'm not usually one to hit on random people or workers out and about. Today I chose differently. Fucking smoke show rocket of a bird working at Dutch. Shout out Dutch, Golden Eagle. And I always forget they're paid to be nice there. They're paid to flirt with you. It's fucking stupid. Anyways, she was bad. Dirty blonde, little nose ring, so you know she's a little freak. Come to the close. We're about to leave. I'm about to leave. And I go, hey, we should hang out sometime. Like, I think you're really cute. She goes, I need to tell you I'm gay. So I had 3 options of things to say. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Dipping out. Option 2, we should still be friends. Or option 3, both of you to assume my gender. We should give this a try. Which one do you think I fucking tried, huh? I tried number 3. She did not think it was funny. Understandable. She handed me my coffee. Didn't say a fucking word. And I really regretted leaving that $3 tip. You know, far right. So, what not to say to the gay girl at Dutch?
My boy, don't beat yourself too hard, bro, you know? This is your first one out there, you know? You don't do it often, so, I mean, of course, you're not gonna be swift with this, right? So, it's all good. It's your first one, you know? Just get out there, you know. The next one might work, but I'm beginning to think though, I don't think she was actually gay. You know, I think it was just like a defensive line. Like she just wants nothing to do with you, bro. She just there for her dollar. She just there for her dollar, bro. She don't want no day. She don't want nothing with you. That's just a cover-up story. I don't mean like, yo, awesome. Like, so what? Like, you got a partner or something or what? Like, yo, show me like a picture, yo. You know, yeah, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Easily. Or you could also tell her you're gay too. You guys could have had a gay hangout. Why not? Could have worked too. Come on, right? You gotta be crafty sometimes. Yeah, but yeah. Or you could have easily told her, yo, it's not like we're doing anything. We're just going for a coffee at your workplace. We can even sit at the table right there. All right, you know what I'm saying? Don't push it, but. Anyways, I'm starting to think like she was just covering up, like she's not even gay. Like, come on, bro. If she was, you could probably tell by the style or the way she was talking or something. But if she's like flirting, I mean, yeah, I guess she's paid to flirt, but still, regardless, I don't think she found you attractive. That's probably what it is, you know. So I don't really think she's actually gay. I think it's a cover-up story. It's like when you know when you go talk to women out there and try to ask for their numbers, and then their friends jump in and say we're a couple. She's taken by me. I'm her girl. You know what I mean? You already know they're lying right there. They're just covering up for each other. This is the same scenario, right? Anyways, guys, that's the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought. Comment on that first story, bro. That worst ass story where that girl went on a movie date with that high drunk crackhead mixed with trap looking. Yeah, comment about that. Let me know what y'all thought, because that guy was a little bit odd, bro. And she actually stayed there for way longer than she needed to. But yeah, let me know what you thought about that. And yeah, catch you on the next one, guys. Peace.